और निष्ठा भी दो प्रकार है, साक्षात भक्ति विषयनी और तद अनुकूल वस्तु विषयनी। इस संबंध में हम लोग तद अनुकूल वस्तु विषयनी आलोचना कर रहे थे सुबह क्लास में। तद अनुकूल क्या है? भगवान के भक्ति वैष्णव के 26 लक्षण, कृपालु, अकृतद्रोह, ये सब जो 26 गुण बताइए दिखाया।
Maharaj is talking about the 26 qualities. Yeah, Kripalu, Akritakya. Let me just go on to Facebook 1 second.
प्राणी मात्र के प्रति दया क्यों? तो दया ही नहीं, सम्मान भी देना है। बताया कि जीवे सम्मान दिवे जानी कृष्ण अधिष्ठान। जीव के सम्मान किस लिए? जीव के अंदर भगवान कृष्ण का अधिष्ठान है, इसलिए जीवे सम्मान दिवे जानी।
Hope I'm audible.
Yes, Prabhu, we can hear you.
Okay.
कभी निंदा नहीं करना है।
We have to give a respect to the to every living entity. Not only we have to give respect. We have to give them respect. Not only we have to be compassionate towards them, because in every living entity there is Krishna. Krishna resides in every living entity, and we don't have to criticize any living entity. We don't even have to criticize any devatas, because they are the authorized devatas assigned by the Lord, positioned by the Lord. So for special things, Lord has employed special devatas and devis. It is mentioned Harirev Sarvaradhya Sarvadevareshvara.
उसको भी निंदा नहीं करना चाहिए।
And who is Hari? Hari is the Aradhya, the worshipable deity of everybody. He is the Ishwar of the Ishwar, the Lord of the Lords of everybody. And Itare Brahmarudradra. Itar means those separate from the Lord, that is Shri Brahmaji, Shivji and Devatas. We don't have to criticize them at all. Therefore, we have to be compassionate towards human, every living entity, and there are three types of friendships. One friendship is seva yukta, which is connected with service. Then there is friendship connected with friendship. So through seva yukta maitri, the friendship which is based on service, those who are higher than us, and the way I want to do bhajan, both of them are of the same same mood. So if one who is higher than us, one is higher than us, and also of the same mood, we serve them on the level of service. We have a connection with them or a friendship with them on the basis of the service, and that Vaishnava is also of Sajati Snigdha Ashraya, is of the same mood and also have affection towards us. That's very important. So the Vaishnavas who have affection towards us and also of the same mood, so we connect with them through the level of service. That's the first type of friendship. Second is Maitri Yukta Maitri, means those just like Chitraketu Maharaj and Shivji are of the same level or of the same mood. So they also have a friendship. The third is Kripa Yukta Maitri, that sort of friendship which is based on compassion. Those who have just entered, or those who are not elevated, but they're not higher, they're not advanced in bhajan, but then they're not hypocrite. They are not duplicitous. They're simple-hearted people, simple-hearted devotees, but then they are not, but they're not that advanced. So with such devotees, we must have compassion towards them. So, but then if anyone is hypocrite, if anyone is duplicitous, then we will stay away from them. We will we will not criticize them. We're not going to hit them with a shoe, because we should think that if we want to hit someone with a shoe, do we also want to get the same treatment? So we should not criticize them, but then we should stay away from them. Sri Krishna, and the other thing is that we have to be grateful to whosoever has served us, whosoever has supported us on the path of bhakti. The example is when Krishna disappeared in Rasa Leela, that there is one type of that there are four types of people. One is those who reciprocate with prema, means if you love someone, then that person also loves you. Then the other one is the second set of people are that if you love them, but then they don't love you. And the third is that either they neither they love nor they are interested or expecting any love from you. So Radharani is Sakshat, direct Aladani Shakti. So all the Aladani Mahashakti, all the gopis are the manifestation of Sri Aladani Shakti, and Radharani is the source, the mool of Sri Radharani.
प्रेम करते हैं वो तो है नीरा बनिया है। बनिया क्या करता है? पैसा फेंको तमाशा।
Tadbhavsar Rupa Radhika Parikirtita. So what really happened when gopis asked question that which category do you fall? Krishna was like, this is a very good question which you have asked. Those who reciprocate with love, that's business. If you love someone and the other person loves you, that's businessman. A businessman is only interested in money. So Chacha is saying yes, yes. But then Chacha, you say that you don't remember anything, but then every time I ask you, you remember everything. So they say the one side there is dunya, means the world, on the side is merchant. So merchants are the one who are running the world. So don't try to cheat Madhav Maharaj. Very lovingly Maharaj is saying to Chachaji. Chachaji is a devotee who comes. He says, just like when you shoot an arrow, it never comes back. So say those things which is truth. So Krishna said that this is like a business, but I'm not a businessman. So if you give money to a businessman, he would reciprocate with you in the same manner. In fact, he's going to give you less. So this is like a reciprocation. If someone loves you and then you love them, this is like a businessman. It's like a deal. So Krishna said, I'm not a businessman for sure. Then secondly, Krishna says that that in whatever proportion one worships me, I give merciful to them. But then isn't Krishna saying lie here? Because he said that in Bhagavad Gita, in whatever proportion you're saying to me, you're worshipping me, I reciprocate with in that manner. Gopis could have caught him red-handed. That you yourself are saying in Bhagavad Gita that you reciprocate only on the level or whatever a devotee reciprocates. So it's like an equal reciprocation which you have. So isn't this like business? But gopis did not say anything on this shloka or this word spoken by Krishna in Bhagavad Gita. So the second set of people are, if you love them, but then they don't love you. Just like mother and father and guru. Mother and father and guru varga, they are like that. This is their mercy. So Krishna says, I'm not like that either. And the third is Atmaram. Neither they love you nor they want to be loved. But then there are four types. Atmaram, those who enjoy within their own soul, those who are self-satisfied. Atmaram Aptakam means those who roam within their own soul, but then those who are completely satisfied with themselves. But then if he was Atmaram Aptakam, if he was self-satisfied person, then he would not be performing this Ras Leela. So that means he was not satisfied. That is why he started off this Ras Leela. So I'm not these two. Second is Akartagya. Akartagya means ungrateful. So but I'm not even Akartagya means ungrateful. So I'm not even ungrateful because you have I cannot repay the love. I cannot repay the exchange with you. So I'm not ungrateful, because if I was not ungrateful, I would not even come here. Third is Guru Drohi. Guru Drohi means the one who is offensive to one's Guru. Means Guru gives a lot of things and the disciple does not reciprocate. In fact, he goes against one's Guru. So Krishna says, I'm not also in these three categories. So and also Krishna is giving them explanation. So we should not start explaining to everybody. We should only explain to those who have faith. Those who do not have faith in us, those who do not have Shraddha in us, we should give them explanation like this. This is just a moral teaching. But then those who do not have faith in us, those who don't have faith in us, no matter whatever type of explanation we give, the other person would not be able to understand. They said,
सुनो मैं क्या
So
बोल
Chacha, what I'm saying, Maharaj likes Chacha. So if if you don't know anything, then you go and sit in the room of Narsingh Maharaj. You're just sitting here. You go and sleep, or go to the room of Raju and just sleep there. Sonu, please tell. What did I say?
सुशील बोलो मैं क्या बोला? हाँ क्या? हाँ और फिर
So a moral teaching is Maharaj is saying that those who do not have faith in us, if there's something which we are required to explain, we should do that to them. But then if they don't have faith in us at all, then there's no point of explaining and clarifying ourselves to them, because it would be of no use.
हाँ मुझ पर जिसका विश्वास है उनको सफाई देने का जरूरत नहीं, जो बोलूँगा मानेगा। जिसका मुझ पर विश्वास नहीं, मैं जितना भी सफाई दो मानेगा नहीं, विश्वास कर, इसलिए सफाई दे कोई ज़रूरत नहीं है। इन गुणों
Those who don't have faith in us, we must, whatever we say, that person will believe. But if the other person does not even trust us, then there's no point what we say. So there's no point to give such sort of clarification. So when Krishna is clarifying herself, the gopis are asking him that in which category do you fall. So they gave him three categories. One is Atmaram, Aptakam. Second is Gurudrohi. And the first two categories were you love someone and Krishna loves back to you, and the person loves you. Second is you love someone, but then you don't reciprocate. The third is neither you want to be loved uh, nor they want to receive any love.
राधिका
So Akirtagya, those who are ungrateful in the heart of Akirtagya, this Bhakti Devi do not manifest in the hearts of those who are ungrateful. So everyone must be very, very grateful.
गुणों
Just
से
like we see that in the life of Sri Guru, our Guru Varga, that anyone who serves them even a bit, they would appreciate them so much. They would just magnify their service. So Bhakti Devi manifests in those hearts where one feels grateful. So what is Bhakti? Bhakti is to please the Lord. This is a propensity to please
तुलसी दल
Bhagavan. So Radharani, with the propensity by which one serves the Lord, uh, that is bhakti.
तुलसी पता
And that bhakti is filled with so much of gratefulness,
जो
just like
तुलसी हो उस
tulsi.
और
By just giving one little leaf, Krishna
जो हम
offers himself to a devotee.
राई गोवर्धन शिला के लिए करते थे। तुलसी दल मात्रेण जलस्य चुलुकेन वा विक्रीणते समात्मानं भक्ति भो भक्तवत्सल। अरे भगवान कैसे कृतज्ञ देखिए।
Tulsi dal matrenam. Just by offering one little flower, Gurudev would say,
कैसे आई थी?
take this very small manjari and then offer it to the Lord. The Lord becomes very, very pleased. This is such a simple process is that's like being grateful by doing a little bit of service. Lord reciprocates. Tulsi dal matra jelas shulkenava. See, Lord is so bhaktavatsal. He is so loving to devotees. Bhagavan is so grateful to devotees, even if they perform a little or minutest of service.
एक है प्रेम
Putana, how he came.
ऐश्वर्य
She dressed as a woman,
ऐश्वर्य
out
है
dressed as a mother.
आ रहे हैं
But what did Lord do? Dhatri uchit gati. That Dhatri means
दल
Dhatri similar as Dhatri, similar as mother.
Bhakyam stanakala kutang jighang sadak pasadhi leve goting. Huh?
Shri Vishwanath Chakravarti says, Sukheshwari Uttara Muktimi. Sukheshwari Uttara means where there is happiness. One is Prem Seva Uttara. Prem Seva Uttara means that service which is driven by prema. But then here is a Sukheshwari Uttara. There is happiness and there is Aishwarya. So she got the position of a Dhatri, of a mother. Not of a mother, but just like a mother. Jinga se api lebek Dhatri. Dhatri प्रपन्ना किम वदयाल शरणम ब्रजेत.
जो कुछ देना था तो पुतना को ही दे दिया. जो गैया आपको दूध पिलाती है कुछ है आपके पास सर बचा हुआ सब तो
किम वदयाल दयाल शरणम ब्रजेत. This Uddhav ji is saying this.
तो क्या गति देंगे.
Chakravarti Thakur is a second incarnation or the incarnation of a manifestation of Sri Rupa Goswami. So Sri Putana only came dressed as a mother. She did not have the mood. Chakravarti Pad says that, Hey Prabhu, whatever you want to, whatever you have, you gave it to the Putana. So what sort of position you will offer to the cows who have given you so much of love, so much of love by feeding you with the milk? There's nothing left. There's nothing else which you have because they're given already to Putana. So Lord is so grateful that she only dressed as a mother, but then she had poison. She had this fierce, very dangerous poison in her heart, but then still Krishna reciprocated because there was poison in the heart. That's why her breasts were so poisonous, because whatever is inside it manifests from outside. So the symptom of someone who is grateful is, so the symptom of a sadhu is that a sadhu is very, very grateful. He said, but then we don't show any gratefulness. Why? Because we're not qualified. So whatever we should be grateful to in our life, and those akritakita, those who are ungrateful, is the symptom of a low class person. Sankirtan, those who are narrow minded, those who forget the good things done to them by others.
उदार चरित वालों के लिए क्या है, पूरा पृथ्वी हमारा आत्मीय है. जो जितने श्रेष्ठ होंगे,
I am Nij. Oh, this is mine, this is yours. This sort of mentality. Those whose hearts is narrow, they think like this is mine, this is somebody else's.
वाले साधक के हृदय में भक्ति निष्ठा के अभाव में भी ये गुण देखे जाते हैं.
What did I say after this? We don't know. Udar Charitanam. Sudev Kutumbakam. Those who have Udar Chitta, those who have broad mindedness, they think that everything belongs to the Lord. Everything is like a family to them. Those who are broad minded, those, as much as one is higher or broad minded, Bhakti Devi would come in the heart. So there are some at some places there is a practitioner who does not have nishtha, but then still these qualities are also visible in them at times. That even in anishtha star, before nishtha, such wonderful qualities are also seen in the life of a sadhaka. However, in some devotees, even if they have nishtha, such qualities are not seen. So if we see these qualities before nishtha, does not mean that they have nishtha. And even if one has nishtha, they have like a very rough behavior. One should not think that they don't have nishtha. So while one has nishtha, these qualities would remain for sure. That's not a guarantee. That's what is mentioned. Nishtha sabhav jintava pushta doshe. Rupa Goswami says in Updeshamrita. Buddha pena pange.
अब चुराता तर नहीं,
Brahmadrava,
इसका समान को उधर
that is mentioned Rupa Goswami Dishti Swabhava Jintava Pushta Doshe. Dishti Swabhava Jintava Pushta Doshe. Rupa Goswami Pad says that in some Vaishnavas or some devotees we see that they have a defect in their fall, a defect in their body. a defect in their behavior. Shri Gurudev would give this example that there was a very
भाव है
there was
और
a person who was a dakat,
भाव वही
who was a thief. So what happened? He became a devotee. He started staying in a temple. Now he does not steal, but then the previous behavior impacts him. So what he does, he keeps on shifting things. It's like a brahmachari is sleeping, so he takes off the dhoti and places it somewhere else, and somebody else's. So he would keep on exchanging things. He would keep on replacing things. But then he had this this behavior or previous actions that he would try to disturb others. So this was his behavior, which he could not change, though he became a devotee.
इसका भी
So this
हिस्सा
is swabhava.
के
Sharir means the body.
गर्भ में
That there are some defects in the body.
थी
That there might be some defect in the body of a Vaishnav. Some Vaishnavs may be very weak, very thin.
हो
Some
गया
Vaishnavs would be maybe very bulky, very fat. Someone may be very blackish,
इधर
or
क्या
someone is very beautiful, so very fair.
एक दिन
Uh, but
वो
then,
पैदल चलते चलते
so
उस
what is
समय
the dosha of
प्लेन
Ashtavakra? The one whose body was crooked,
टैक्सी
the one
बस
whose body was crooked from eight sides, from eight limbs. The history why he became crooked by eight sides, because he was giving instruction to his mother when he's in the womb. So the father became angry, and then he cursed the child in the womb that go when you come out of the womb, you will be crooked or bent in eight parts in eight limbs of body. So
चले
when he was walking, and his walk
सब लोग
would
हंसे
appear to be very funny to ordinary people, so that they would make fun of him. So there was no mode of transport at that time, no bus, no car, no airplane. So while he was walking, he arrived in the assembly of Sri Maharaj Janak, who is the king of Mithila. So he arrived in the assembly. So because his eight limbs are crooked, so it's difficult for him to walk. But then he was a great personality. When he arrived in the assembly of Sri Janak Maharaj, he was like, "Oh, when everyone saw him, he was like, "Oh, why is he come in this assembly? He's not properly shaved and he's black." And then everyone started laughing, seeing him because he was not walking properly. Then Maharaj Janak said that, "Who are who are you? Why are you laughing?"
हंसी के माध्यम से
He said, "He said, I'm not laughing. I'm actually crying.
अंदर
From Himalayas, I came all the way to the assembly of Maharaj Janak, thinking I thought that there are
करके
many great personalities. Those who are the knower of the eternal truth have come here. But then none of you know everything. But then I see that all of you are cobblers."
संबंधित कैसे
I said,
पूरा
"What do you mean by cobblers? We're not cobblers. It's not only you, everyone is cobbler." He said, "Why?
विशेष
All of you are just one cobbler each." He said, "Why come?"
तो ये
He said, "I was not laughing. Though you laughed at me, but then I'm crying back at you. Through this laughing, I'm crying." He said, "How come we are cobblers?" He said, those who are expert in skin, they're cobblers. So, but then they are looking, but all of you are looking at my skin outside. But then they don't know that my soul is so beautiful, that how my soul is serving the Lord. You don't have the eye to see it. So how is it possible that you are the knowers of the eternal truth? So all of them became completely stunned and quiet. Similarly, Rupa Goswami Pad says, "Drishtya Sabhav Jnatava Pushta Doshe." That one example I gave you of Swabhav, one example I gave you of
बताइए
body.
मैं समझ नहीं पाता हूँ
Vapushta Doshe.
समझा देंगे
Na prakritam bhi.
जाने पर समझा
Bhajan, that
जाके चैलेंज करने पर
devotees, we should not see them material. We should not see them or they have just material bodies because they have surrendered themselves to the Lord. Because this would be very harmful for devotion. You don't see it
सत्य को
when
बताएंगे
you will perform devotion, then you will perform, but then you'll understand when your bhajan will increase.
घर रहना
In a
नहीं
very humble manner, if you see something,
लगा था नया घर बनाया दरवाजा जब नहीं लगा था अभी तो 8-10 दिन
that if
लगा
you think me to be qualified,
तो उधर
please tell me. I see this behavior
जाएंगे बोले क्या
in
समझ
you which I'm unable to reconcile.
दिन
If you have a pure heart, if you have a simple heart, then they would reveal themselves why they behave like this. Otherwise, if you challenge them, you would not be able to. Last time during parikrama, I
कितना
went to Sundarban for preaching last year.
अभी तो सब
Tirth Maharaj told that we'd stay at the house. Maharaj would stay at the house of my father.
होगी
So
दया
there we could not stay because of some reasons because the house was under construction.
बस
then there was no door, so it would like they were at least like
दोपहर को शाम को
a couple of weeks from finishing the uh, construction of the house. So Tirtha Maharaj told that they are people of Medinipur,
फिर हरि कथा बोलने
and then they would ask you many questions. They ask a lot of questions
जो भी मुझे प्रश्न
because you have the mercy of the Lord.
तरह से
And
से
Tirtha Maharaj said, and he said that you're also from Medinipur, so they would ask lots of questions.
वो अपने जानने के लिए चाहते हैं, एक प्रकार उत्तर देंगे
And I said, don't worry. I mean, I have the mercy of the Vaishnavas and mercy of Shri Guru. I have your mercy and mercy of the Vaishnavas and mercy of Shri Guru. Then, then, then we have to go there to speak 2 times in a day.
उत्तर देंगे
So when
और मुझे चैलेंज करना चाहते हैं
there was a man who came asking 7 to 8 questions. So after Harikatha,
कौन
and I
प्रकार
said, does anyone have any questions?
बहुत लोग सब पिन ड्रॉप साइलेंस हमने प्रश्न कौन
Then I said, whosoever has sent this letter asking me questions, I can give answer in 4 different ways. He said,
मेरा ज्ञान
if they're interested in knowing the answer, then I'll give it answer in one way. But if they want to, but then if they want to have a general benefit for everybody, then I would answer in different way. Or if they want to test my knowledge, I would answer in different way. But then if they want to challenge me in a different way, or if they want to prove me wrong, then I'll answer in different way. So I said, whose question is this? So that person raised a hand.
गुरुदेव चतुर नहीं फुतुर
That person said that he said, you want to challenge me and know how knowledgeable I am, or you want to know for real knowledge? He said, no, for myself, for my own thing, and also for my own benefit and for benefit of everybody. For 3 days, I answered the question,
उनके
and
द्वारा
Tirtha Maharaj became very happy.
लोग इस
So everybody became very quiet, and then afterwards, they wouldn't even ask me too many questions. So
जो शास्त्रज्ञ हैं वो पहचान लेंगे इसमें
if one asks questions in a simple-hearted manner,
भक्ति भगवती
and one should not think that I'm clever. Well, they're definitely more clever than more smarter people than me.
है ये वो बता
So
देंगे
if one does not have nishtha,
वो देखते ही पहचान लेंगे
then this is a quality.
भगवती
I mean, if these qualities manifest,
ये थोड़ा सा
then
बात करें पता
it may be because it may be before nishtha, or someone is in nishtha and these qualities may not even manifest. So we should not. This is not a benchmark of nishtha. So how would we be able to understand whether what is nishtha or not? So those who have nishtha in shastras, those who know the shastras, they would be able to understand. In shastra, it is mentioned bhaktir bhavti naishtiki, that by bhakti they would be able to understand whether they have nishtha or not. The symptoms of bhakti one would be able to judge. Just by seeing the person, they would be able to tell whether one has nishtha or not. Bhagavati Uttam Shloke Bhakti Bhakti Naishtaki. That just by talking to them, one would understand whether they have nishtha or not.
समझ लेंगे ये जहरी जहर चेने
Such sort of expertise is there in those who are performing bhajan. So
इस प्रकार
tadas tada rajastamo bhava kamalobhadesha
नहीं जान सकते
chetar ed anarviddham sitam satta satya prasiditi. It is mentioned in the second chapter of Srimad Bhagavatam, first canto. You see, when nishtha appears, then at that particular time, when nishtha appears, then the heart is not obstructed by modes of nature like passion and ignorance. Then one remains in sattva.
शादी में
Sattva means one remains happiness. One remains in sattva. One remains in the mode of
हो गया या निष्ठा
sattva. Then one would be very happy. Only the jewelers can know the cost of the jewel. Jewelers can understand which
जानो अभी बहुत
which is like a real jewel and which is not a real jewel. So when nishtha appears, then one can understand judging by their anxiety. Those who have so much of service, so much of service here and there, but then they don't have taste in Harikatha and Kirtan, that means they're far away. Those who are anxious in their bhajan want to attain the Lord. By that, when one sees one needs the prominence or interest or inclination towards Shravan and Kirtana,
रुचि दिखता है
then one has nishtha. Then we'll go to Panchamantam Vrishti, the beginning of the Ruchi.
स्वाभाविक ही है अब इसके संबंध में फिर शाम का आलोचना
That one, the Shravan and Kirtan,
कल्पतरु भस चक्री
more taste, that's Ruchi.
पावन भो वैष्णव
Nishtha is driven by intelligence. Ruchi is natural way. So we'll discuss this in the evening time. Hare Krishna.
आप बोलते हैं बहुत लोग सुनते हैं पूरा दुनिया में कोई प्रश्न पूछना चाहते हैं ठीक है मैं बीच बीच में समय देता हूँ फिर आज 10 मिनट
Those who are listening this, if anyone has any questions, please ask. Because I've been told
हाँ
that many people listen to you.
जा
I gave opportunity to ask in between. Today I gave 10 minutes. If anyone has any questions, please ask.
বলছে অষ্টাবক্র 8 অঙ্গতে আঁকা বাঁকা চলতে পারছে না তো ওকে দেখে হাসছে উনিও হাসছেন লাঠির ভর দিয়ে হাসছেন কেন বলে আমি অনেক দূর থেকে এসেছিলাম যে মহারাজ জনকের রাজসভাতে
Ashtavakra told he was not properly.
যারা জানে
There was some bodily defects from innate limbs of Ashtavakra. So when he arrived in the assembly of Janak Maharaj, everybody started laughing. In the assembly of Maharaj Janaka, there are many Brahma Rishis, the Brahmaveda, those who are the knowers of the Brahma. So, but then he said that all of you are cobblers. He said, why? Because you're seeing my skin, and then you're making a judgment, and then you're laughing. But then you do not see the beautiful soul who is serving the Lord. So this is the expertise of a cobbler, because they only see the skin. So everybody accepted him to be as their Shiksha Guru when he said such Siddhanta. Those who are listening from Facebook, they can also ask questions if they have any, and Maharaj would be happy to answer. Any questions?
अरे हाथ लगा मधुमक्खी ततैया के इसमें हाथ मत लगाओ नहीं जानते हो तो मंत्र डास देगा ऐसे हुआ उसका भक्ति में प्रोग्रेस साधु संग के द्वारा होगा साधु संग में रहने पर उसी में धीरे धीरे भक्ति में आगे भजन क्रिया अनर्थ निमित्त निष्ठा हो गया तो सोचो पतन का संभावना
Someone is asking, how is one going to progress in bhakti? Only by Maharaj is saying that gradually one would progress in the association of the sadhu. Then if one has nishtha, then the chances to fall down is very, very less. It may happen, but chances are very less. So strong association of sadhus, even as Prithu Maharaj, Prachetas, Shivji, all of them are asking for the association of the Lord. So we should progress. We would be able to progress in bhakti in the association of sadhus. So the source of sadhu sangha, source of bhakti's progression is sadhus. Krishna bhakti janma moola. The source, the origin source of bhakti is sadhu sangha. Any questions? Anyone else?
Anande Hari Hari Bol.